It's so close. I don't know if they'll say it just stands.
We forget how fast this really is, and they get these plays in live action, and it's really fun to watch.
They may just say that stands.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands.
Stands.
Completed pass. Lowest call, and it stands. And it's first and goal at the 4-yard line. Just to give us an idea, let's look at this in regular speed. That's what you officiate.
That's so hard. That's tough to officiate right there, dude. That bend but don't break defense, man. Every time we do that, man, they just come on down the field. Come on, guys. Stand them up. Stand them up. Stand them up. Stand them up. Touchdown. That's touchdown. Golly, that's a touchdown.
They needed a score in a hurry. They got one. Now, again, remember last time they were inside the
Kirby losing his mind, son. His face is red. Kirby gonna die on the sidelines one day, man. I'm telling you, dude. Look at this. Should have cut that. I don't know. There was a push there. Why didn't he call the freaking push? Look, all night, man. We've been getting some bogus calls, man. Bogus. Shank it. Shank it. Miss. Hit the upright. Oh, he got it. Good Lord. What are you doing? What's wrong, Tiny?
There's a flag down on the extra point.
This has been some incredible officiating. Yeah, this game is sloppy. We got another flag. Look, another flag.
Multiple players on the defense. Penalty is declined. Point is good. So 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Ridiculous. We hold them to 19 yards the entire third quarter. Fourth quarter shows up. We go to this prevent defense, and we're getting killed. Straight garbage on football. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Too conservative, man. The conservative football playing, every time we go conservative, it bites us in the behind. I don't know why we don't just stay aggressive. It's not like we're going to do any worse. It's terrible. Excuse me. I have to drink some of this sweet tea. Ridiculous. Hold them 19 yards the entire third quarter, go to the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden it looks just like the first quarter again. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. What happened is we started playing this bend but don't break defense, which always seems to end up breaking right on our heads.
I'm gonna miss you so much.
Stay aggressive, get after the quarterback, disrupt the passes, stay on top of the receivers, and you shouldn't have a whole lot of problems. How is it that some slack-jawed redneck like me can figure that out? How does that happen? And by the way, I have never seen them stop in the middle of a game and check the spot of a ball on something they've already called a first down. Never seen that, unless the other coach challenges it. And Chip Kelly didn't challenge it because he only had one timeout left. George over here playing like hot garbage, man. I mean, is it bad that we're still up by 6 points and I'm still complaining? Yes. And that's because we should be blowing them out. They're not doing anything dramatic. They're doing short passes to the tight ends. And that's it. And I don't know how in the world we're letting freaking Ian Book run for first downs when it's like 2nd and 15. 3 minutes and 12 seconds. They're going to go onside kick, I guarantee it. Here comes the onside kick, I guarantee it. There it is, onside kick. No, they booted it. Pooch kick. Oh, y'all. I was finna say, man, y'all let the wrong one catch that ball. Good night.
If they do it right, get a 3 and out,
I don't know they're gonna be able to get a 3 and out. Jake Fromm's looked pretty good here this past man, DeAndre.
At the 24-yard line.
You ain't gonna see Zeus most likely. They're gonna go with the playmakers, man. They're gonna go with Brian Herrion. Keep in mind, because Zeus coughed it up like 2 times in one game, man. They ain't gonna put him in there. No. And I don't want him in there. Not right yet. Get around the corner. Golly, why do we have James Cook in there? Jeez, man.
Just be patient, Notre Dame. You don't need to burn a timeout. Maybe Georgia will throw and stop the clock.
Maybe Georgia will throw and get a first down. Super conservative play calling. I don't know why we don't have DeAndre Swift running it right up the gut. We get a first down here. We need a first down. Third and 15.
Perfect. Can't run it any better. The defense did it. The decisions were firm. They know what they're doing.
Notre Dame called a timeout.
When I would have after second down, but you had to have 2 stops. Now what do if you're Kirby Smart? Do you let
Go for a first down and end the game. You get a first down right here, it's over. The game changers is the dead blame muff punt we had. Why can't we do just one of those one time? One of these right here. All to the left side, we can make the catches. Why don't we do that?
Here's what you got to think if you're calling plays for Georgia, though. If we let them pass, what are the odds that we can throw a 14-yard first down?
Pretty good.
Running the ball and burning 40 seconds off the clock.
No, don't run the ball and burn 40 seconds. Go get the first down and end the game.
Of the year for Georgia. Because if you punt it, you're going to gain 35, 45 yards. Unless you put it like the first one. Yeah, that's true.
Here we go.
The only thing to point out, well, let's watch this one.
Oh yeah, offside, baby. Free play. Free play. That's fine. That's fine. Still burns time off the clock. I'm good with that.
Defense number 95.
Good deal. We'll take that.
Third down.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 9 now.
Man.
The ball in the hands of the quarterback, weren't they? You got to trust Jake Fromm.
Good job. Good job. Center snap that ball just perfect. Throw it. Throw it. Throw it. Free play, man. Love it when that happens, but wish we could have turned it into something. Here we go. Trying to get him to jump off sides again.
Oh, shit, shoot. Not.
Oh, he almost caught it, man. Golly. Got a punt now. Ain't got no choice. No choice.
Hey, would have chucked that thing.
So holding on to this has been happening all night, man. Holding on to our jerseys all night, and they ain't called pass interference not one time. Bull. Terrible punt. Oh my golly, Camarda, what are you doing? That's the 2nd time tonight he's done that.
Let's go back to Kirby's decision, though, to kick the
For Wentz, we're less worried about his haircut.
Yeah, he needs to spend less time at the barbershop, more time in the practice field.
He went for that field goal. You got to give him credit for that decision. He forces Notre Dame to score a touchdown now instead of tying it.
This is ridiculous, man. Here we go. All right, defense, step up. Look at this freaking bend but don't break defense again. Get after the dang quarterback. He's down in bounds. They got no timeouts.
Better off having an incomplete. That's not enough yards. All that time for 2 yards is not worth it.
Come on, dogs. Come on, come on, come on. They wasn't set. Golly, man. Why are we not covering this guy? All night long they've been throwing to him. I mean, you should be wearing this guy like a trench coat. They throw it away. Yeah, I'm getting mad because we're not playing to our potential. Not worried, I'm angry. There's a difference. Come on, dogs. Get back there. Get him, hold. Jeez, y'all gonna call the hold? I guess not.
Georgia changes up their defense.
Come on, man. Playing aggressive again like we're supposed to be playing the whole game. Come on, get him. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get back there. Throw it away. 4th and 9. Game on the line.
3rd and 9. 4th and 9.
This game should not be this close.
This should not be.
The formation that time, and he was gassed. But you can't substitute for him.
If you substitute, you give George a chance to substitute. When we substitute, we're going to drag the clock. They're subbing now, though.
They've got to get to the Georgia 30.
All right, dogs, get after him. Make them earn it. Make them earn it. Left, left, left. What do they call it?
And Georgia took a timeout.
Why did we take a timeout?
Timeout. And I think the Notre Dame receivers are timeout for that timeout.
I don't know why he called a timeout, dude.
Not a minute. Jeez.
The drop of Jones with just 15.
Man, come on.
And a 4th down and 9 coming.
And he must have had somebody that was completely uncovered. He wouldn't have done that for no reason.
Needed it. I mean, they were, you can tell the last few routes, Cole Kmet.
They're exhausted. This guy's exhausted, man.
Below, but, you know, as Georgia rotated their players, you're going to rotate your good receiver. You got nobody else.
I don't know.
So who do you go to? 83 or 84?
Come on, man.
Spend the money for the Irish offense in the second half.
Georgia's won 15 straight games in this stadium.
Come on, guys.
Reserve number 16 against the Senators.
Let's go. Notre Dame's got no timeouts. If they don't convert here, Georgia wins. There's no way they can stop us.
You can win a 50-50 ball. He's at the bottom of the screen right here.
Tighten up on this guy.
This is the ball game that Notre Dame doesn't get a first down.
Get him, get him, get him. Get him. Yeah! Woo! Ball game. Go dog.
Go scared Kirby.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, don't be sticking your hand up. Get out of here with that noise. All the BS calls we've had all night for no pass interference and everything else. I don't want to hear you say nothing. About time, man. Good night. Woo. Notre Dame played a lot tougher than I thought they would. Oh, don't stick your hands up for pass interference. All that hanging y'all was doing on us, get out of here with that noise.
Everybody said they can't play with the
We just got to nail it twice. That's all we got to do. Oh no, I'm gonna watch this.
What? What's saying?
I'm gonna wait for us to snap that ball one more time. Yeah, sit down, Ian.
Ian.
That's his name.
It's a run-out game now. They run the table. Things happen. They come back into the conversation.
All right, that's it. Dogs win. Let's go downstairs and have a conversation. I'm going to tell y'all right now, that was absolutely embarrassing. There is no reason, absolutely no reason, we should have had to play that game that way. Come out in the first half, played like crap. Managed to stay in the ball game. We didn't. There was at least 5 pass interference calls that we didn't get called. That didn't get called for us. 2 of them in the end zone. Ridiculous. Thanks, Texas Rock. I appreciate it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, typical gamer. You right. You absolutely right. That is not a top 3 ball game. Not at all. Big game they won't call. Well, they should, because the rules should apply the same for Pee Wee League for pass interference as they do for the pros, as they do for college. I had us winning 42-21. Obviously, I was way off the mark, but I didn't count on Kirby Smart coming in there and playing a completely different style of ball than we've played. Now, there were several times in the second half after I made my phone call that they actually played football the way they were supposed to. They went in there and got after the freaking game. They got after the ball. They ran in with DeAndre Swift, and they played like they were supposed to. When they played Georgia football, we looked good. When they tried all that other stuff, we looked like crap. When Jake Fromm was throwing to the rollout on the left side, no problem. No problem. I think that because this was a top 7 team, I think Kirby Smart played way too conservative and then didn't get aggressive. I may be better. You're right. I may be better than pass interference calls. But my thing is this. There were several. I don't like whenever I can see my guy go up for the ball and I see his jersey pulled like this. And then they don't call it. The reason that a normal pass interference call in the middle of the field, I don't really care. Honestly, I don't. But when there's a pass interference call in the end zone, that's different, because the pass interference in the end zone puts you on the 2-yard line. That's a problem for me. I think the Irish played above where I thought they were going to play, and I think Georgia played way down from where I thought they were going to play. Georgia should have absolutely cleaned them up. The ball game that we played tonight looked nothing like what we normally play. We got away from what got us to the dance. Dance with the one that took you to the dance. We didn't do that. And Notre Dame got a lot of help from the refs. I'm not the only one that said it. My wife was watching, and she's not as versed in the rules as I am. And even she was like, man, this is terrible. Jake Fromm early was just garbage. Absolutely. He was like, what, 11 for 13, but like a total of something stupid like 20 yards or 50 yards. Really? That's the ball club that's how we're gonna play? No. That's one of the reasons why we lost the SEC championship and lost the national championship, is because we got extremely conservative and had no reason to. I think Notre Dame does deserve to be in the top 10, but I don't think that they're a number 3 team or a number 5 team. I think maybe 9 or 10 is probably fair. Those guys hats off to those guys. They came to Athens, which was probably 95% Georgia fans, and they played through their own penalties that you couldn't help but notice because they were offsides and false starts. And can somebody please explain to me how in the world I've ever seen a tight end get an illegal motion? Who knows that rule? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Nothing impressive about Georgia tonight. I couldn't agree more. Listen, I love the University of Georgia. I'm a huge University of Georgia fan. But I'm going to tell you right now that what I saw tonight was a waste of time. Can't believe we played that way. Now, Notre Dame played us tight last time, and that's fine. But we should have played way better than that. You know what, Ryan? To look at the flip side of the coin, what you're saying, a win tonight, the way that we won tonight, yeah, you can look at it as a fact as we beat a number 7 ranked team. The defense carried us. The way I have to look at it is what he said. It forces Georgia to stay humble and forces Georgia to stay hungry, because that right there proved that if you don't play your absolute best every game, you're not going to get there. And Ethan is also correct. Notre Dame season's over, trashed. I'm sorry I can't read all of you guys' comments. There's a lot of you guys in here. If a lot of you guys are not subscribing to my channel, it takes you 2 seconds. I don't overload you guys with videos. Just give me a thumbs up, a like, and a share, and a sub. I really appreciate it. Trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. And I can't do it without you guys' help. Bama whipped Southern Miss. You are correct. They absolutely walked them. Notre Dame season is not over. They might get credit for the win. They played us better than we should have let them play us. We didn't play over best and still won. We played terrible. And I got to say that even if we play like that and we can still walk away with a win, it's hard to be mad. I think that we were playing outside of our element entirely. We didn't run the ball the way we should have. We didn't lean on them with the offensive line the way we should have. And it wasn't until the third quarter whenever thanks, Sarah. I really appreciate it. Worst game we've played in 20 years? No. We played worse against LSU. Clemson beat the brakes off of Charlotte 52-10, but nobody's surprised. LeCount and McGee sucked in the back end. Now, we did have some injuries. Not going to excuse the game about injuries. It's next man up. So I don't have a whole lot of sympathy when we have injuries. You got to just man up and go with it. We made some great catches. There was an incredible interception J.R. Reed performed. Hats off to that guy. That was awesome. Somebody's overrated. I think it's the number 3 team in the nation. Hard to say that, Dennis, when you won the game. Sorry. So we played a top 10 team, and we beat them. And that, at the end of the day, is what matters. Big ups to the Notre Dame quarterback, Ian Book. Ian Book did real well, especially on that last drive there. That was impressive. He did what he needed to do to get down the field. So, Miami 12-17 versus Central Michigan. Ouch. He did play well. I will say what Bald Bigfoot is saying is correct. And I do appreciate that, Sarah, believe it or not. That does mean something to me. I lost a whole lot of respect for Notre Dame tonight, and it's because of the faked injuries. The injury where the guy, I don't know if it kind of looked like he hobbled a little bit, and then one of the other players come up and grabbed his jersey and basically sling him to the ground, fake the injury. You know, he probably could have walked off the field and carried on with the game. That's absolutely unexcusable, not acceptable. That's the way, in my opinion, cowards play. On second part, the other thing that I saw was whenever he was walking past Jake Fromm, and Jake Fromm didn't even know it was there and bumped into him, and the guy takes the knee and he starts rubbing his eyes. Dude, honestly, if there was something in your eyes, it would have bothered you 5 seconds ago before you got up off the ground. You didn't magically get fairy dust in your eyes. Faking an injury, absolutely unacceptable. I have no respect for that because of that, and I'm sorry. If you don't like that, too bad. You should. Football is about a lot of things. Get out there and play with class, play with honor. Don't play dirty, and don't fake injuries. I don't know what to tell you. You fake an injury, it's bull. It's just bull. Absolutely pathetic. Pathetic is a great word. Thank you. Play calling was terrible. I agree with that, Spoon. Georgia was on fire twice. They did that twice. We were moving the ball very effectively, and they did it twice. And the fans saw it and booed it. Should have been a penalty both times. He had a shield on his helmet. Stupid. See you in the valley says, if your team was a loss, I would have gave you more than a thumbs up to give you some. See you in the valley was trolling me on my last video while the game was. He trolled me on a couple of them while the game was going. I checked him out. Don't worry, I saw you there. UGA is going to fall in those rankings. UGA got exposed tonight by a team with half the talent they have. Kirby, great recruiter, terrible in-game coach. You can say that, but at the end of the day, they still held a number 7 ranked team to 19 yards in the third quarter. 0 points in the third quarter. We made some adjustments. They readjusted in the fourth quarter, came down the field. End of the day, we won the game. Also, hats off to Mr. Rodrigo Blankenship. Guy's still my hero. Mr. Automatic, guy's amazing. At the end of the season, this game won't mean hardly anything, to be honest with you. Georgia can't compete with Clemson. We don't know that yet, sir, because Clemson's had some bad games. I mean, Clemson basically had the same game against Texas A&M that we had against the Irish. And Texas A&M was not ranked number 7, so hard to say. Yeah, Georgia's not going to move in the rankings. You beat a top 10 ranked team, they're not going to knock you out. And Hot Rod's my hero. Injuries are faker than Monty T's girlfriend. Emmett in. That is the best comment of the night, sir. Landers is holding back the receivers. No, that was a Notre Dame cornerback that was holding back our receivers. LSU beat a top 10 in Texas. They moved up to 4, only beating them by 7, so you can't talk. What do you mean? Oh, Alex, you're not talking to me. Win is a win. I'll take it. Keep Landers and Simmons off the field. That game should not be at the score it was at. We basically gave them a freaking touchdown with a muff punt. That's the second time this season that that's happened, and that's unacceptable. They got to get that fixed. Clemson don't play anybody that weak conference they're in. That may be true, Ball Bigfoot, but you got to look at it this way. Just because they're a weak conference, I mean, they're in a weak conference doesn't mean the team's weak. I mean, if you took the New England Patriots and you put them in the ACC, yeah, they play a bunch of nobodies. Doesn't mean they're a bad team. UGA should have trashed Notre Dame, absolutely. He almost muffed the first punt. He almost muffed the third one, too. Cage played well. Miami didn't need him, though. We got to get Stokes back. I think Stokes was a big reason why we suffered in that game. That his injury was definitely noticed in our secondary. Yeah, Lawrence Cager all of a sudden knows how to catch. The suspect is secondary. Absolutely the suspect is secondary without Eric Stokes. That kid's incredible. New England Patriots are already in the weakest division. Why didn't they start Zamir? Why didn't they play Zamir White? It's really simple. This would have been the biggest game that he's played in. He hasn't had any experience playing against a top 10 team, and he's fumbled twice against nobody teams. In a game like this, a turnover is extremely costly, as you saw with the muff punt. So they didn't want to put a running back in, which they really wasn't running the ball much anyway, at least in my opinion. They didn't want to put a running back in that was potentially going to fumble the ball because he doesn't have a whole lot of experience. They were probably worried that the moment was too big for him. Simple as that. Do me a favor while you guys are in here. There's like 100 plus people in here. Hit the thumbs up for me. That'd be awesome. Also, if you guys would, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and then share around social media, Facebook, and all that other stuff you guys traffic through. Like, subscribe, share. Trying to get to 2,000. You guys are awesome. Even those of you guys that troll me, feel free to come back and troll me at other times. Other trolls do, and I enjoy it. Georgia's so lucky it was just Notre Dame. If we played Alabama or Clemson like that, if we played Alabama like that, I would be worried. Our defense showed up for the most part, but if we played, I think if we played Clemson like that, we might be okay. Clemson has not been playing well. Texas Rock says, just like Texas with that conservative crap on fourth. We also gave a touchdown away with a muff punt. Yeah, I've never understood the conservative stuff. It's like all of a sudden you're asking these players to do something they normally don't do. Normally they're crashing down on the quarterback, they're sacking him, they're getting aggressive, and it's working. And then all of a sudden you play this bend but don't break defense. It's garbage. Yep, that's right. I knocked my phone off and caught it. Better than some of the Georgia receivers. Whoo. Alabama should be ranked number 1 anyway. That's not how that works, but yeah, we definitely need this bye week to prepare. Hopefully we can get Stokes back. We need him more than we need anybody else. Kinley went down. Worried about that guy. Alabama looks better than Georgia and Clemson right now. But who have they played, Dwayne? I mean, you're going to hear that, sir. Georgia has played a top 10 ranked team and beat them. So You could argue that Georgia's got the best track record at this point and should be ranked number 1. I wouldn't agree with that statement because we played like crap. So, UGA recruit Brett now. Yeah, right. I would run one play and about die. Ooh, hold on. Let me see what's going on. My wife sent me something. Hold on. She sent me a message here. Hold on. Cedar rounds. Yeah, those things are expensive, boss lady. Yeah, we need Isaiah Wilson back. We need Solomon McKinley back. We need Eric Stokes back. Somebody said LSU secondary is trash. Somebody said, go MF Dogs. Eric Childs says, respect to Notre Dame. Except the players that fake the injury. Have no respect for that. And if Brian Kelly doesn't chastise those guys for that, he's just as bad. Texas won, Notre Dame lost. I'm happy now. Thank you, Georgia. You're welcome, Texas. Glad we could be a part of that for you, sir. Glad we could make that wish come true. Unfortunately, Auburn is now a threat in the SEC this year. I don't think so. I think the reason Texas A&M lost to Gus Malzahn was because they are not used to the trickeration that Gus Malzahn brings out there. Yeah. Also, Spoon Jones says LSU gave up 38 to Vandy. They got to fix their defense, man. They got to. Brian Kelly probably told them to do that. I wouldn't doubt it. The guy's terrible, my opinion. Pruitt and Chaney should recruit Brett, good player for the offensive line. Boy, I got, yeah, I look like an offensive line guy. What's going on, Clemson fan? What's up, kid? All right, let's go through some names in here. Let's see what we got. Sarah Crane, she's always in my channel, one of my favorite people. Roll Tide Rolls in here. Brian Denny, he's in here. Just a lady, Shane, I can't pronounce your last name, sorry, I'm gonna screw it up. Yelvington, Crazy Chick Dude, Jags Nation, C-Say Chick, I don't know how to say the last name. 1982, Boomer Sooner, thanks for the hit, thanks for the grats, dude. Jay Bolton's always in here. XX5 Johnson, Jay Bolton, In Christ I Trust, that's a cool name. Billy Bob, Ray Kelly, Clemson Tiger Nation, he's in here. The boy, Tiger Raven's always in here. He's one of my favorites. John Daly, Brian Dickerson. We appreciate you guys. It's always in channel. VT Dub's always in here. Zach Games in here pretty often. Kid's in here often enough. Was it an easy win? Absolutely not. Not an easy win. There's Dwayne Roll Tide Roll. Ari Kelly, Kevin Cooper, Mason Stewart. Appreciate all you guys jumping on here. Man, what a hard fought win that was. That was ugly. That was sloppy. White Knight says, Brett needs to diet a little thick, buddy. Hey, Mr. White Knight, I want you to know, I'm going to give you some numbers here. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm 275 pounds. And I can hold all 3 of my kids on my shoulders. My son's 16, my daughter's 13, and our littlest boy is 20 months. Grand total, that's a little over 300 pounds. And I can hold that on my shoulders. I don't think a guy that weighs $165 can do that. So I'm going to stay with me. Don't worry about my size. I'm all good. I got that rockin' dad bod. My size, I'm actually pretty sturdy. I'll hold up just fine. More like a, hold on, Billy Bob. I will do the funny man for you. Struggle win. That was terrible, man. Terrible. I don't know about Auburn losing to Florida. They got to show me more. I don't think Auburn's going to lose to Florida. Don't let this, hey, nobody's going to body shame me. I'm comfortable in my skin. I live just fine. 6 foot tall and 155. Man could hide behind a blade of grass. Oh, it was awesome leaving the game. Time to party, go Dogs. Hey, Jermaine, I'm glad you had fun at that game, dude. 3-0 versus Notre Dame. We own Notre Dame now. We can officially say it. We own Notre Dame and a top 10 win. So, hard to be mad. Can't really be upset. We won the game. 6'3", 190. Good Lord, Jay, you a tall fella. Oh, Ric Flair, you ready? Woo! I'll take it. I'm not happy about how we played, but I'll take it. Bunch of folks in here, give me one of them. Takes you half a second. It's cholesterol free. Helps reduce your taxes and all that wonderful stuff. Appreciate that, Ryan. All I can be is me. When I first come out, I made a couple of videos where I felt like I tried to force the content, and I really didn't like how it felt. So I just decided to be good, bad, or otherwise. I'm me. So if you like me, that's great. If you don't, plenty of other channels to watch, man. I don't know what to tell you. Whew, I really thought we were going to do much better in this game. At the end of the day, we got through it. We won it. Top 10 win. helped us. This win helped the University of Georgia immensely because now we can see all the things we have to work on. This is really going to help us. A win like this really, really helps you because this is about as close as you can get to a loss without actually losing. Reminds me of Florida versus Miami. It did. Fortunately, we didn't fumble a whole lot. There was that one interception that was, I think we had 2 or 3 interceptions. One of those interceptions, the announcer said, looked like soap in the shower. The ball was bouncing around, and we ended up knocking it out of bounds, but we pulled it over. Who just got paid? I wish me, but I guess I didn't. If Notre Dame played Alabama, what would the score be? I would probably say that Notre Dame would probably score the same amount of points they scored, but I think Alabama would probably score another touchdown or 2 more than Georgia did. I don't feel like our downfield game plan was as good as it should have been. Justin Hardy said Georgia got lucky. I don't know, man. I think we got unlucky with some stuff. Bartholomew, my hero. This win just spoke enough that UGA isn't natty worthy. It's sad. It's okay. That's not fair. Bo Nix for Heisman. What? No, sir. We got to talk about that on another video. Trask is a legend. Auburn is finished. But somebody's been drinking the Kool-Aid. We had a few drops on deep passes. Hey, what's up, Artie? How you doing, buddy? UCF lost, thank God. Yeah, I was really glad to see that. I actually made a video about that loss. People are going to say we can't win, but you know what? We can. Refs were pretty bad tonight. I don't like blaming the refs, but there were some calls that really should have been called that weren't. And to me, I can let a lot of stuff slide, but when the jerseys pulled like this in the end zone, the hands across the face, I mean, come on, man. That's so blatant. You got 94,000 people in that stadium, plus the players, plus the coaches, plus the other refs. Everybody's looking where that ball goes, and you see that, and you don't call it. Not one ref didn't call it. None of those refs called it, which is bull. Would have put the ball on the 2-yard line, but we still won. So I guess the moral of the story is be good enough to not have that matter. Need an offensive coordinator. I don't know if that offensive coordinator plan was dialed up by James Coley or by James Coley and Kirby Smart, because it looked a little too conservative for me. We should have had more passes downfield, especially in the first half. Struggle win is right, Chevy. Guys, I make these videos pretty much after every Georgia game and after the big games. If this is your first time here, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and subscribe. I'll be glad to make more videos for you guys. That guy dropped that catch, gave Notre Dame a touchdown, was just bad. Yep. Conservative Kirby. Unfortunately, I think that's a name that's going to stick. K just showed up in a big way. Struggle win. Well, yeah, we may want a natty, but we got to play better than that to get it. That game exhausted me. Glad the Dogs won. Have a good one. Thanks, Savage.
Brett,
Yes, ma'am.
can you please put food away so I can get cold to sleep?
Yep, sure can. Am I worried about Bama or LSU? Yes. Ryan Elliott says Brett is way better than Uncle Lou. Listen, Uncle Lou's a good guy. He's helped me out. He's gave me some pointers and stuff. I like the guy. LSU has no defense. I'm not as worried about them as I am Alabama. But as far as Uncle Lou goes, he's really good with what he does. I know it's hard to see how much work goes into videos behind the scenes, but it's a lot. And he's really good at it. I didn't understand how good until I started doing this. Hats off to YouTube content creators, because it is hard. Nobody throw a back shoulder pass like Fromm. That's true. We should have caught several of those. We had several passes in the end zone we should have caught that we could have caught that we just didn't hang on to. Thoughts on Harbaugh's crap show up north? I think you finally got the. I think it was finally validated that Harbaugh is not a championship. Not a championship coach. He's just not. No, and I think he got exposed today. Dogs won, but they still suck. My son broke my TV at halftime. Too many Uncle V. Hey, listen. There were times tonight I wanted to break my TV. I'm not even gonna lie. There was a couple of times tonight my hat got slung up against the wall and the jersey come off. I mean, it's just D-Rob did make some big catches. It was an incredible game. I think Auburn will be a trap game for us. I don't. I think this game was an excellent punch in the mouth for not only the players but also the coaches. So I think this was an opportunity for the team to learn a lot. Who have I got for Heisman? Honestly, and I'm gonna catch so much flack for this, but honestly, either Justin Fields or Jalen Hurts. I'm a Gator fan, and Fromm is amazing, especially if you pressure him, but don't make it to him. Hopefully, he stays healthy. Yeah, Fromm has some great game management capability, but he has got to be able to find those receivers open downfield. And whenever Billy Bob says what, it is what it is, man. Oh, you talking about Joe Burrows? I don't know. This is our lesson game. Hey, what's up, Salty Dog? Like the LSU game was last year. Yeah, we tried to give this game away. Jalen Hurts will win a Heisman. Listen, I'm telling you, that coach out there at OU, man, he's a quarterback whisperer. That guy knows what he's doing. Jalen Hurts can absolutely win the Heisman. I mean, he's got legs. He can run. He's got great experience. Justin Fields is balling out, man. I'm telling you. The reason he didn't do well at Georgia is because Georgia's play style doesn't fit Justin Fields. I still to this day don't know why he ever came to Georgia. I really don't. But I also know that at some point, Justin Fields was going to go somewhere. Either our system was going to change to match Justin Fields or Justin Fields was going to go somewhere to match this system. So he went back to Ohio State because he knew it. He knew that system. So Jonathan Taylor for Heisman. That's a strong candidate as well. Fields has played nobody. That's true, Spoon. But at the end of the day, it's like I said earlier. Whenever you can have a team come in and play in a weak conference. If you took the New England Patriots and you throw them in a weak conference, they'd still run the conference. Doesn't mean they're bad players and they haven't played anybody. They're still talented, but you just don't know it until you see them play somebody really good. Yeah, actually it was 4th and half a yard. You've got the best running backs in the nation. You got one of the best offensive line in the nation, and you're asking them to go exactly this far. And you can't trust them to get that? Hey, who knows? Maybe it was the right call. Fields is excellent in his scheme. Punisher Gaming says he lost all respect for Notre Dame. I did too. Those 2 fake injuries were absolutely ridiculous. Booker says, congrats on the UGA win, but I don't see the growth in your team and coaching. I saw the growth in the team, but I did not see the growth in the coaching staff. They still look too dad-blame conservative. And it looked like for a little while there in the third quarter, they loosened up and they actually started playing aggressive again. And then they tightened up again in the fourth quarter. They got conservative. It's like, man, I really hate seeing that crap. Georgia can be a lot better. Hopefully this is another growing season for Georgia. I mean, not season, another growing game for Georgia. Auburn is a little better than I thought they were. They played Texas A&M a lot better than they thought they would. But I did not. I do not think that Texas A&M played as well as they did. I think it was more experience that hammered them. Dwayne Yoder says, "I love to see Catholics cry. That's terrible." A sad Falcons fan says no one watches these 12 a.m. Pac-12 games. No, they don't. I'm not going to watch them either. I'm going to go to bed. Auburn is good on defense. I'll agree with that. It looks like a Mark Richt coached team tonight. Both teams look like that tonight. Adam, the sports guy, says conservative play calling is Kirby. Can't keep blaming OCs. Look like Chaney was the OC during the last 4 minutes. Kirby can't shake the DC out of him. Hell of a recruiter, though. Good win. Ooh, getting sleepy. What frustrates me with UGA is Kirby coaches like a Les Miles disciple. But the defense looked suspect AF. You're seeing tight ends rolling out left and right, catching the ball. You're seeing open receivers by 5, 10 yards. I don't know what happened. Oh, yeah, struggle win. Struggle win like you wouldn't believe. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Who do you think the Gators are going to do for the rest of the season? I think they'll win all of their other games with the exception of Georgia and maybe Auburn. I think Auburn could trounce you guys. If South Carolina shows up, they could play you tight. And other than that, you should win all your games. I think Missouri. Except for Missouri. Excuse me. I meant Missouri, not South Carolina. Sorry. And Bartholomew says he has to stay up for the Hawaii Rainbows. Our guys look good today. I was thinking Georgia and LSU. We'll see. South Carolina will go 5-7 if they're lucky. Let's see. We were up 23-10 with like 4 minutes left. We were, but it really should have been 23-3. We gave them a freaking touchdown whenever we muffed that punt. Notre Dame's defense held up pretty good against UGA's nasty O-line. Our nasty O-line was not as nasty as it should have been. We were missing two of the freaking guys from the team. Two out of the 5 on our offensive line were out tonight. There's 62. No, Georgia didn't get lucky, sir. They just played bad. When you lose to the 9th best ACC team, you're garbage. Well, hold on. I want to read that. ACC team, you play a garbage schedule, you are disqualified from being ranked. Print another fake banner. You see, UGA, your season is over. No, sir. We have a top 10 win, so we're gonna leave it at that. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Move on. South Carolina, oh my God, they suck, but no respect towards them. Best time for a bye week. Yeah, we definitely need it. UGA had to keep the game close because the money is good if they continue. We won't play that against Florida. And Gators will not make it through Auburn. Nope. Ryan Elliott says, what is my top 5 teams in order? Well, I would have to say at this point, Clemson, Alabama, Georgia, Wisconsin, and LSU kind of tie for 4, but Wisconsin's a little bit ahead in LSU. O-line did good against pass defense. We were definitely got in the backfield better than we should have, but Melissa May is right. That quarterback was killing us, man. He was throwing, it was open receivers everywhere. I don't know what the heck was going on. Tennessee would be the worst team in the Big 12. Definitely the worst team in the ACC or the SEC right now. Ian Book was a better quarterback. I don't know. I think Ian Book did pretty good, but he threw 2 interceptions. Hard to say a guy's a better quarterback if he's throwing interceptions. Georgia 12-0 over the Leprechaun hump tonight. Florida and Auburn is going to be a good game. We'll see. That was terrible play calling. That was some of the worst play calling I've ever seen at Georgia. Virginia Tech is better. Bruno, get out of here, man. Hope Pruitt will come back to Alabama when he gets hired when he gets fired from Tennessee. That guy's going to be he's going to be the first coach fired in the middle of a game. He's going to get fired at halftime. Ian Book has a lot less talent around him than Jake Fromm. Yes, that is true. We had more talent, had better talent. We should have done a better job. We didn't do what we needed to do. We got the win, but we should have played a lot better. And you can blame the injuries, you can blame the refs, you can blame whatever it is you want to blame. But at the end of the day, we didn't play like a national championship team, and we have the opportunity to. The biggest takeaways from tonight would have to be we got to win over a top 10 ranked team. We did pretty efficient as far as the passing goes, but the passing yards was terrible. The other thing is that we can take this game as a learning moment. I mean, that's all we can really do. It's a learning moment. Other than that, it's just terrible. So, well, guys, I've been on here for almost an hour. I really appreciate you guys jumping on. Give me a thumbs up before you go. Don't forget to hit subscribe. I'm going to be doing a follow-up tomorrow on the games that I watched today. Glad I had my Lucky Charms. Me too, Sarah. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. You guys have a great night. Have a great night. And as always, God bless. Go Dogs.